Just wait and see. It's a good.
Did you know Uptown was once known as the Hollywood of the Midwest? Let's take you on a tour of this quintessential Chicago neighborhood.
Fun fact, Uptown was my very first neighborhood. I was born and raised here until I was 7 years old.
Uptown was also my first introduction to Chicago, and my first home was in this neighborhood. I started here living in a one-bedroom apartment with the only 2 people I knew in the US, and I was crashing on their couch for $300 a month.
Oh, times surely have changed. Uptown has undergone a lot of positive changes, and the property values reflect that now, which brings us to today's trivia.
Can you guess the property value appreciation in Uptown since 2011? Is it A, 98%, B, 69%, or C, 52%? Uptown has a rich history with a lot of changes over the last 100 years. In the 20s, after the World Fair, it became a commercial and entertainment hub, like a resort town that attracted a lot of film stars and celebrities.
By the 1950s, the middle class was leaving Uptown for more distant suburbs as commuter rail and elevated train lines were extended. Uptown's housing stock was aging, and old mansions were subdivided to house the new and low-income working-class residents.
In the early 2000s, gentrification started spreading from neighboring Lakeview to the south and Edgewater to the north. From 2011 until now, home values in Uptown have increased a whopping 98%.
And it's easy to see why people love this neighborhood. It's super accessible with multiple bus lines and the CTA Red Line running through it.
Access to the lakefront with parks, Montrose Beach and Harbor.
A variety of entertainment options in the historic theater district.
A diverse community with thriving small businesses, cafes, restaurants, and bars for every taste, from classic American to Ethiopian, Mexican, Vietnamese, Chinese, Thai, Indian, and Middle Eastern.
Proximity to good schools and Truman College.
And a broad array of housing options, from condos and high-rises by the lake to beautiful row homes, vintage co-ops, and historic mansions.
It's outrageous when you see it, gonna make you believe.
One of Uptown's crown jewels is its iconic entertainment center. The Riviera Theatre and the Aragon Ballroom have hosted legendary performers from jazz greats like Frank Sinatra and Duke Ellington to rock icons like the Rolling Stones and U2.
I don't know. I think the Green Mill is the most famous spot here.
Okay.
Once frequented by Al Capone, it remains a hotspot for live jazz and a slice of Chicago's Prohibition-era history. Did you know it's actually part of a larger complex of outdoor music gardens inspired by the Moulin Rouge in Paris?
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yep, that's really cool, isn't it? It still hosts live jazz, poetry, and comedy shows every week.
Besides this historic center, Uptown is composed of a few other sub-neighborhoods. Have you ever tried this delicious Vietnamese staple? How do you even pronounce it? Is it like pho, pho, pho? You know?
It's pronounced like pho.
Oh, cool. Go ahead and try it.
Let me see. It's my first time.
What do you think?
It's flavorful. It's good, actually.
Awesome. Uptown is celebrated for its cultural diversity, especially along Argyle Street, also known as Asia on Argyle. This area is a food lover's paradise featuring authentic Vietnamese, Thai, and Chinese cuisine.
As we mentioned in our previous video, Uptown has seen incredible home appreciation over the last decade.
Many small businesses are now thriving in this neighborhood. Emerald City is a favorite spot among locals, a hip coffee shop serving hot drinks, pastries, light bites, in a chill, loft-style space filled with artworks, books, and board games.
The more vibrant and walkable a neighborhood gets, the more people want to move there. And that increases demand, which in turn increases value.
The average home here is now $356,000, up from $180,000 back in 2011.
High-rises along the lake might seem to offer the lowest prices, with condos under $200K, but they usually come with a hefty HOA.
Smaller buildings with 40 units or less are the most sought after, especially if they are updated while keeping some of their vintage charm. While they come with higher price tags than the high-rises, their HOA fees are very low, and many people prefer this and the intimacy of a smaller community of neighbors.
Because they appeal to a large pool of buyers and the inventory is way more limited than high-rises, these homes go quick, like real quick, within days.
But don't worry, your real estate BFFs have some tricks up their sleeves to help you in situations like these. Like and comment interested and we'll show you how. Oh no! This place I saw with my clients over the weekend is already calling for final and best. Alright, gotta write an offer like now.
Remember we told you things move fast here? Unlike some other neighborhoods we covered so far, Uptown doesn't have a lot of inventory, so competition is pretty fierce.
Oh yeah, at this time there are only 82 single-family homes for sale, most of them condos, and the median time on market is just 10 days.
That doesn't leave much room for sleeping on it. If you like something, you have to act fast, otherwise someone else definitely will.
However, if you're looking for a detached single family, aka an actual house, you have more time to make a decision, but you'll also pay a heftier price.
The average price of a house in Uptown is $1.25 million. Although there is a very limited amount of them on the market, only 13 at the time of this video, the competition on them is not as intense because they are out of reach for the average buyer. For this reason, luxury properties in this price range tend to stay on the market longer, and in this case, in Uptown, that is about 70 days. Do you love Uptown? Reach out to your BFFs for a tour or consultation.
Like and comment Uptown below, and we'll send you the link to the full video. See you next time, BFFs.